Hello and welcome to What Map, the map review show for Cities Skylines. There are tens of thousands of maps in the workshop now, and so finding the right one for your next build is a huge task. So each day, Monday to Saturday, we'll review one, using our 5-star rating for aesthetics, detail and gameplay potential, awarding only the very best the coveted seal of approval. So join me, fellow Skylines explorers, as we venture to today's new land. Who am I? I'm BonBonB, and you are very, very welcome.
Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to Monday's What Map. We're getting straight in with the map today, no faffing around. If you wanted a bit of faffing around, there is a channel update on the channel now, telling you about everything that you're going to need to know about the channel. Let's start off by getting straight in by looking at the state of these roads and rail. Come on, we expect better than this, but oh, there's a nice row of trees here. Look at this. Oh, that's very nice. Very nice, right to the edge, but not drowned. There's a good start, isn't it? What we've got over here, we've got some water. A very flat build plane, absolutely lovely. I would say in the main, this is the best part of the map, in the main. Yes, there is a pun in there. I don't know if you picked up on it. In fact, you won't have picked up on it because I haven't told you what the joke is yet. And here's the joke. We were in the main. This is the horse by Palladino Estetica, and thank you very much to Palladino Estetica. They allowed me to use this map as a little bit of a joke to start the show. I figured that I'd ask permission because, frankly, it isn't very good, is it? We know it. He knows it. Everybody knows it, but gets Monday off to a start, doesn't it? So yes, if you've not had a look at the channel update, it's on the channel now. It's worth having a look. It tells you everything that's coming up and everything that you can look forward to. Right, today's map is Lazulite Lake by JohnL. He's asked me for a while to do this one, and I had some problems, and it turned out because it's a mass transit map, and I didn't have mass transit at the time. But I do now, and so we're giving it a proper review. We're going right in there and having a look. And an extended show as well to give it a proper look. There's your resources, and that's how I like to see them. They look like they're real. You know, you can play this game as a vanilla game, even though you need mass transit, so it's not really strictly vanilla. It's somewhere in the middle. Realistic V1.45 European theme, and I can't remember what LUT I'm using, but it's something very generic, I think. Now what we got here, we've got some very nice highways. Very clean. That bridge is fine. Once again, I'd like it a little bit shallower, that the up and the down on the other side, but it's not hideous, it's not horrendous, and it's well within the margin of error that this game allows. A couple of laybys there, which we've just driven straight by. Don't really think we need to look at those, to be honest with you. And then we get to the cloverleaf. It's decorated, and it's also the start square. Right by the water, nice view of the grey water. If we go that way, let's go this way. We want to have a look at this first of all. This, I don't know if this works or it doesn't. We're going elevated rather than going up the hill because at the top we have got this railway. And so it needs to be elevated to get across the railway. It's only just high enough there, to be honest with you. I think I'd quite like it to have been like a shallower slope all the way up, to be honest with you. But that's just a personal call. I don't think it quite works. Anyway, if you carried on up that road, you'd get to the fog. So we'll go this way instead, because I'm sure there's more things to look at down here. Up and over, and we've got another a bridge over the railway, but look how non-centered that is. I'm liking the slopes, they're much better. But yes, it's a huge bridge for one rail. Anyway, we'll head down to this. There's the fog, so that's the end. Yeah, no, we're going this way. We are definitely going this way because it feeds us back into the map. It's quite nice. Now this is obviously a single carriage line, and we are heading up towards a rest stop here. Jump out for a pee. Yeah. Oh, is the toilet there? Yeah. No. Oh no, that's a bit dangerous. That's not the sort of gun you want to be standing outside the toilet, gunning you down as you're desperate to go. No, that's a nice bit of detailing. Quite funny, I think. This castle we will come and have a look at later. This road, it's not the bridge, this road was mostly to take us to the castle. Look at that view though. That's quite nice. Quite nice from here. Okay, we'll follow the road down and see where it takes us. I don't really remember personally. I did have a look and I've forgotten. So it's quite nice. It follows alongside the railway here, and now we've got this bridge. And that's nice and gentle. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, John, that's nice. And then out the other side, and it's level coming out. Oh, that is beautiful. Oh, you've made my morning. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And then down into the forests. I'm not sure where we're going here, but we'll follow it and see where we're going. And then we've got this supposed to be a nice and gentle slope raised up. That's very nicely done. Just about the right height over the rail. And now we're elevated. And we're staying elevated for a hell of a long time. Coming down gently there, but my word. That's got to be best part of a kilometre. Crikey O'Reilly, that is a long old raised bridge there. Right, what's next? What is next? Rail. We always do the rail next, don't we? Nearly always. So we start by paralleling the highways there, and we'll bend off to the left, and we've seen most of these bridges anyway, where we've grumbled about how long they are. They don't need to be quite as long, so we don't need to stop and look at them, and we know they're high enough. And then through the forests. And this is quite nice. To maintain a gentle elevation all the way along, we've got an elevated. That's quite nicely done. I think it's ugly, but if it was done any other way, I think I'd be moaning that it's not realistic. So, yeah. Anyway, that was quite a nice bridge over the river. That worked nicely. We didn't stop and look at it, but I promise you that worked. That was good work again. And then through underneath that bridge that we've looked at already, so I don't need to stop for that. And then this. Now this is like a decorated triangle. Now I don't know whether the rail line was built around this, or whether they transferred a load of rocks into the middle of it to decorate it, but then they put hedges around the outside so you can't see the rocks. So what's the point of that? I don't know. So I'm assuming those rocks were there before, and then the rail builders built the rail around the outside. So yes, that's quite nice. Quite a unique thing to see, I reckon that. Not every day you see one of those, and certainly won't see another one of those for a long time. Anyway, under the bridge there, and heading towards the factory, which we love these factories, don't we, guys? Don't we love them? Nah, no, me neither. What we got going on here? We got a bit of a ruin going on there. What's that alongside the ruin? What's this? Oh, more guns! Sound effects courtesy of my mouth. And we've got some. No, I think these logs got wet. They've drooped. Oops, sorry, popped up there a bit. Yeah, they've drooped. They must have got a bit soggy. They look a bit like carpets left out in the rain. What we got around here? I think they've been stockpiling machine gun posts. There's got to be a factory where they make machine gun posts, and they're about to ship them out. That's crazy, that is. Anyway, let's carry along the railway line and see where it leads us to. And what have we got going on down here? Oh, it's another one of those decorated rock things with hedgerows around the outside. Well, I say you don't see two of them, and now we've seen two of them. I don't know. I think you can get away with one of them, but I think a second one of those is asking a bit much, because those rocks are huge. If you're going to decorate with that rock, it would have to be a natural phenomenon, and to be building around it doesn't make any sense to me. Anyway, what do we do next? Oh yes, that thing. The asset review. And now this one, I have had to turn the light settings right down on this map. It's small sanitary building by Dub. And with the normal light settings, this was just blazingly white. So we turn it right down. You're looking at the building, forget about the plants and the gravel. That's all my own handiwork to make this thing look a little bit more exciting than it is. It's a box with tiling and a roof. And yeah, you go in there, you spend a penny. And then if you spend another penny, you can go twice. You wash your hands and then you leave. And then you head back to town. Small sanitary building by Dub. It's basically what it says on the can. That's today's asset review. Now let's go down and have a look at the shipping routes. Now this one goes underneath the middle. I mean, that's nice positioning. I like that. Is the bridge tall enough though? Now honestly, I can't tell you. Without setting up a dock and having some cruise liners come through, I think it might be a bit close. It might be just a little bit close for a cruise line to get under that. I'll leave you guys to tell me, okay? Right, we've got the island. And what's on the island? Oh, it's the Essential Lighthouse. Nicely done. Nicely positioned. Because this lighthouse obviously was there before the bridge. So that works for me. And then that tanker, which just basically didn't make it. Glitchy water. Never marked down on the glitchy water. Can't help that. This pier. Very nice. And quite a nice island. But it is hiding a secret. A secret which actually I don't know. I don't know what it is. This, it's a hole. Look at that hole. Ooh, what's that supposed to be? I don't know. Let's see if we can get in a bit closer, shall we? Shall we? It's basically, we can't really see it from here. Let's get down, right down, ground level. Twist it down a bit. There. That is creepy. I don't know. Is it supposed to be a well? I know how he's made it. You know how he's made it? I know how he's made it. But yeah, that's. I think it's supposed to be a well. Why you'd want a well when you've got a river on both sides of you? I don't know. Anyway, the river. It's very grey. Let's check the water flow, shall we? Oh, that's strong, isn't it? And it is heading the right direction. It's heading towards the sea or the lake, whatever. What we've got here, yeah, it's coming down strong. And coming down strong from where? And there's a waterfall up there, isn't there? So that's fine. That's all good work. Very happy with that. Let's have a, yeah, say the water's very dark and grey and dull. Let's cut back to full screen. That's nicer, isn't it? Yeah, very dark and grey and dull, and that's down to the choice of theme and LUT, etc. Is your waterfall. Quite a lot of movement going on there as we'll head up towards the top of the mountain, and there's a nice waterfall there. Once again, very Skyrim-y kind of colours here, I think. And then up a little bit further into the mountains, into the source. What have we got for a source? Ketchup. No. This lake, and perfectly nice lake it is too. That's how I like my water sources. Perfect sized lake up there to disguise the water coming down. Very nicely done. Right, back down to this castle type thing. Okay, well let's have a look at it from above. It's square. I'm not going to say anything about whether this is a realistic castle at all. I don't feel that it is. The moats. It's nice to see a moat. We don't often see a moat. We've got some odd and weird and wonderful detailing on here to try and give it some sort of make it a unique thing. I don't know. It doesn't work for me, but it's nice to see somebody actually have a go at something different. This is different. Look at this for a drawbridge type thing. First of all, you wouldn't be able to climb up there. You need a ladder to get up there to start off with. And when you get up there, yeah, you've got two bridges interlocked. Very clever. But of course, you've got fences stopping you getting across at any point across there. So I mean, it's quite secure, I guess. Quite secure. If you risked going across there in the first place. And then we've got we've got this detailing. Oh, I don't know. let's have a look at the landscape. It's now this is my favourite part of the map. I think is the landscape is nicely terraformed. You know, the hills are rolling, they are buildable, but you're going to have to use a little bit of thought and consideration. The banks and the rivers, they're a little bit of variety in there. Then if we go up into the hills, you can get up into the hills quite easily. Really build into the foothills. In fact, if you use the 81 tile mod, you can build something quite big here, I think. So I think in terms of gameplay, I think there's quite a lot of potential here, and probably the strongest part of the whole map. Okay, let's score this thing. Aesthetically, I don't think it's particularly attractive, but it's certainly not ugly. Slap bang middle, 3 stars. Detailing, well, plenty of quite nice stuff, but it doesn't really serve much for me. It doesn't actually add anything to the map. It's just interesting. 3 stars. Gameplay potential, do you know what? I think there's quite a bit here. I mean, it's not going to win any awards, but I think I can give it an extra star for the gameplay potential. That's certainly better than the detailing and the aesthetics. So 4 stars for that. So that's Lazulite Lake by JohnL. Thank you very much for making me review this map, John. It was a pleasure to see it. Anyway, thanks for commenting, watching, liking and subscribing. Don't forget to check out the extra video, the channel update video. And also have a look at my Patreon page. Don't need to commit anything. I've done a little write-up on there, and just, you know, it's worth a little read. Anyway, that's it from me, and I'll catch you again tomorrow. Thanks for watching.